morning, beautiful people. My name is Al. Good morning, my beautiful people. My name is Alison Manuels, and I hope you're having an amazing morning. But before we can go into all the good stuff that I have planned for you today, let us take a quick stop at the news desk for this morning's headlines.
Good morning. Time now for a summary of your top stories. Freshly discovered bone fragments near the Cabot development have prompted the heritage conservationists to call for government intervention to protect the site.
The National Trust and the Archaeological and Historical Society have been in ongoing discussions with various agencies, including and foremost the DCA, over quite an extended period of time to work towards both securing this site as a site of memory and ensuring that any damages to the shore, the near shore, are minimized during the whole construction process of the Cabot development, but also beyond that to put in place better preventative measures, really, to ensure that other similar types of development, whether touristic or industrial, are also better planned to avoid the kind of things that have happened and have been seen at the Cabot site. So the archaeological area was recognized as an area that should be designated as a site of memory by the government. However, there hasn't really been any movement going forward.
The St. Lucia National Trust and the Archaeological and Historical Society are calling on the central government and the Development Control Authority, DCA, for preservation efforts to be initiated amid ongoing development works at the Cabot site in Kazaba. A number of factors have affected egg production and processing costs in the U.S. over the past year, with the country experiencing a shortage in some parts. A local egg supplier says that while the shortage may not affect the availability of the product locally, it will affect the price of the breakfast item.
Since after COVID, we have had several increases, whether it be for the main product that we use is the feed. To feed the birds. If you don't feed the birds, they will not produce for you. So that cost has gone up in some cases by 100%. It has almost doubled. So feed is one cost. You also have packaging materials. You have freight costs. You have labor costs. You have other transportation costs. And all these that I'm speaking to has gone up quite significantly for the past couple of years. So as a result, like anything else, you cannot continue to absorb cost. At some point, you have to pass it on to.
For now, he says the supplies of production inputs, which local egg producers import from the U.S., have not been affected. However, costs have gone up. Cancer remains the second most common cause of death in St. Lucia among both men and women. Prostate, breast, lung, colon, cervix, endometrium, stomach and ovarian cancer are among the top 10 cancers that contributed to deaths in St. Lucia over the last 5 years. That revelation was made by Health Minister Moses Jean-Baptiste on the occasion of World Cancer Day on February 4th.
According to our epidemiology department, between 2016 and 2020, approximately 280 new cases of cancer were diagnosed each year. Cancer accounted for approximately 20% of deaths per year over the last decade. The majority of breast cancer deaths were people between the ages of 45 to 55 years old, and the majority of prostate cancer deaths are in the 65 and over age group.
The minister outlined a number of cancer prevention strategies being undertaken by the Ministry of Health and encouraged individual St. Lucians to employ their own strategies, such as reducing or eliminating certain risks, such as smoking, alcohol use, and unhealthy diets. As part of its activities commemorating the 44th anniversary of St. Lucia's independence, the Consulate General of St. Lucia in New York will be hosting a series of weekly conversations entitled Independence Dialogue Tuesdays, a time for reflection on national gains, present challenges, and the way forward. They will be held every Tuesday during the month of February via the Zoom platform. The goal of the dialogues is to engage with fellow St. Lucians both at home and throughout the diaspora. The first installment of the series is scheduled for February 7th from 7:30 p.m. and will focus on St. Lucia's post-independence socio-economic transformation. St. Lucian Professor Dr. Tennyson Joseph of the University of the West Indies will be the featured speaker. Those are your top stories. Thanks for watching. Good morning.
Thanks, news team, and don't go too far, because we'll be right back. Welcome back, my beautiful people. So first up, we have a beautiful young lady, Crystal Ford, as she tells us more about her brand, Dion Kerry. So let's check them out. Good morning, my beautiful people. I am joined here with the lovely Crystal Ford, and she is the owner of Dion Kerry. Now, as you can see by her shirt. But but before we get into all the good stuff of what Dion Kerry is, I want to know, how are you doing this morning?
I am doing amazing. I'm blessed and grateful just to be alive.
Oh, that's a good answer. I love that. You see, guys, I want to know how you are truly doing. Now, I think we had enough a little chit chat, so we want to get it right into the root of why we're here. So, what exactly is Dion Kerry?
Dion Kerry is a fashion brand. When I started it, I really had no idea where I wanted to go with it. So the idea was just to create jewelry that was budget friendly. But as I grew, and especially during the pandemic, I had so much time to think, too much time to think, I realized that there's more that I could have offered, there's more I could tap into. So I'm actually working on doing a lot of restructuring, and how I see my brand now is it's a full fashion brand that sells confidence, that inspires people to just be themselves, to just accept who you are. And the pieces that I create, they really work for everything. They work for every personality, every outfit. It really doesn't matter. My pieces are simple, but they're still bold, just like you.
Now, I can vouch for that because I should be guessing you are wearing your pieces right now.
Yes, I am.
And you know who else is wearing your pieces right now?
You are.
Exactly. So you see how different they are, where you could have like a nice gold and pearl, which is more muted, and then you have the nice chain. I think it complements each other and it is completely different. So you can see our different personalities coming through our jewelry, and just giving people those pieces just shows them how they can better put themselves out there and show people who they are and what they're made of.
I think I should hire you for marketing.
Maybe you should. Now, I want to know, what does Dion Kerry mean? Where did the name come from?
Dion Kerry comes from, it's actually my brother's name. When I started my brand, he was going through a really tough time with epilepsy, and there was not a lot of information about it or any idea on how to treat it. There's still not an idea on how to really treat epilepsy. And because he's my only brother, he was like my best friend when I was little. He's still alive, not dead. He's still very much alive. I'm talking like he's gone. But I looked up to him a lot. So I wanted to really represent him with my brand and sort of use it as a platform to create epilepsy awareness, which I've not done too much of since the pandemic. But I do have plans to start certain projects. There are things that I'm putting in place so that I can really get that back out there. But the name came from my brother.
That is so sweet. Now you see, Crystal is telling us a little bit more about what she has in the pipelines. But I'm not going to let you tell all the tea just yet, because they have to go and check you out and ensure that they are staying tuned to see all the updates. Now, when it comes to jewelry, what do you would say is your style?
Actually, what I'm wearing, I like pieces that are different. I like to be unique, and I like simple stuff. So I would wear something that I could put on just a simple t-shirt and jeans with, and it would look really cool. And I could take the same piece and put on maybe something a little more glam, and it would still work. I like simple things that I don't have to be thinking, what will work with this and what will work with that. One thing, let's go change the outfit, we're good. That's my style.
That is a good style to have, very practical and straight to the point.
Yeah.
So you don't have to do too much thinking in the morning, especially when you're running late. I think that is the worst thing when you're like, oh my God, all I have is these extravagant pieces. What am I going to do? Because I know a lot of us don't like to put out our clothes from the night before.
No.
We're all guilty of that. I can speak for myself. So I completely understand what you're talking about. And just seeing that you have some simple pieces that you can just throw on in the morning, it just adds a little extra
That's
vibe.
something.
That's something.
And it really makes you feel more confident too.
Yes.
You put it on and you feel the vibe. And that's what I really want people, that's what I want to connect with people on. I don't want it to just be you see the piece and you like it and it's like, okay, I'll buy this. I want you to know that when you're wearing Dion Kerry, like we're encouraging you to be yourself. We're encouraging you to be expressive and be confident. Whatever it is you're doing, just know that when you step out, you're selling you and you're living in your moment and this is your journey and that's what we want to do, to celebrate you.
All right, you heard that? We want to celebrate you. Now, another thing you guys can do is customize some pieces. So tell them a little bit more about that.
We offer customized cuffs and necklaces. Now our customizing is very limited. You can select the text that you want and I do the pieces by hand. Every letter is hand stamped, every character is hand stamped. So there's love in it. It's not just you place an order and I put it together and bam, 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 thank you, ma'am, give me your money. It's not like that. I love what I do. And every piece I do, there is part of me in it. So when I do the engraving, I keep that energy. So I want people to know that when you buy from me, it's not just about the cash for me. It's about sharing that love. So you can get cuffs like what I'm wearing engraved. Yes, I do necklaces as well. And I am hoping to start offering some more pieces in the line of customization where people can get some more options, but I'm not going to tell you exactly what those are yet. But there are plans.
All right, keeping the audience on their toes. Now, I want you to tell them exactly where they can find your pieces, how they can contact you, so they can keep updated with all the new things that you have in store for us.
You can find me on Instagram. The name is Dion Kerry, DionKerry. And we're on Facebook as well, but we're mainly active on Instagram. You can WhatsApp me as well. The number is 724-3262. I am very active on WhatsApp, although I haven't been for like last year, but I have gotten back into the groove of things. So reach out to me, send me a message, call, feel free. Just don't call at 10 o'clock in the night. You know yourselves. But that's how you can reach me.
All right, so guys, if it's not 10 p.m., make it 10 a.m. and you will definitely get in contact with her. Now, I want to say thank you so much because brands like you are what we need in St. Lucia because it helps the average person feel more confident in their skin, more able to express themselves. And we want a country of free expression. We want people to be able to walk out and wear what they feel like, wear what makes you happy. And some of your pieces do, in fact, bring a smile to my own face. So I know for a fact it must bring a smile to all those who patronize and get one of her pieces. They are beautiful. I love the mixed metals you are wearing right now. So I want to say thank you again for bringing your brand to light for everyone to see, and thank you for coming here with me today. And guys, I will see you in just a little bit. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. So up next, we have Mr. Dale Elliott himself. He was once one of our original DBS family members, and now he has come back to join the team with his Untold stories. So let's see what he had to say about that. Good morning, everybody. I want to introduce to you Mr. Dale Elliott, one of DBS's original family members who is coming back. You know, he was away for a little bit. Now he's coming back to join the family, right? So how are you doing this morning, Dale?
Absolutely awesome.
That's what we want to hear. We want to ensure that people are doing good. We are living life. We are outside and we are breathing the fresh air. So, you know, there shouldn't be too many things you can complain about, right?
You say coming back. It's refreshing to be back. And this is 25, 26 years in the making. Untold Stories started off with DBS television, and it's nice to be back.
That's what we want to hear, once you can come back to something good, right? Now we want to know a little bit more about Untold Stories. Where did it all begin?
We have to go back. Way back.
Way back.
Untold Stories actually started in DBS Television's newsroom. Myself and Jermaine Anius. Jermaine Anius was my cameraman, and he was a cameraman extraordinaire. The sort of person who would push you to the limit to get a story, to stay out with you, to push you to get different angles, and who would not accept no when somebody says, I don't want to talk. Jermaine was the consummate professional, and it is because of Jermaine that years later I came back to do Untold Stories. So a special thank you to Jermaine Anius.
So pick up you, Jermaine Anius. Now I want to know, what exactly is Untold Stories? Because I'm sure there are a few people out there who, they're not up with the times with the Untold Stories, because I'm sure everyone knows what Untold Stories. But just for those little people out there, we want to know, what exactly is Untold Stories?
Untold Stories is a documentary primarily meant for social transformation. This is great to entertain, but it's just as important to inform and educate people on subjects that the average person would not think about. Those that we would take for granted. For example, we may come across a child on the bus acting erratic, think that the mother has not trained the child properly, but we may never have considered that that child may have autism. Untold Stories series seeks to bring these things to light, educate you on them, in the hopes that your actions, your thoughts will change when you deal with that situation. I'm often asked out of these programs which one is my favorite, and that's difficult. That's really difficult. I think perhaps the story of 21 Days, a story of survival at sea, where 6 people ended up in a boat and only one came back. It was a story of fortitude, of courage, of the will to survive. That story still today resonates with me and a lot of our team members.
Wow, 21 days. That is a nice story. Now, I know it is important to share those little stories with everyone because it gives you a different view on the world. And I find a lot of people walk around and they just don't have reasoning for a certain thing, so they just lash out. We think people, example, like what you said about the child on the bus being a little erratic. We just think, okay, this child is untrained. Oh my gosh, get your child, get your child. We always have that negative reaction to people. But sometimes there's a deeper lying issue at hand, and we need to take time and notice it. But people like you coming out showing us the untold stories, it brings up about a broader spectrum for us to understand where these people are thinking, why they're thinking like this, what is going on, just a better view into these people's lives. So I want to say thank you for telling those untold stories. Now, where did the passion come from to tell those untold stories?
That's a very difficult question. I am not even sure where does the passion come from. It is, one, to keep people informed, two, to have behavioral change, and behavioral change through communication. So a lot of these stories impact or affect me. When you constantly turn on the nightly news and 4 times a year, 3 times a year, you come across mentally ill people shot by the police when it could be done differently. These things affect me as a person, and I'm driven now to present the story so that we have a different mindset. We can be educated on it, but also to change our actions. That's where the passion comes from.
That is good to hear. Now, you spoke about mental illness. I think that is a important topic to touch on, especially in your Untold stories, because there are so many people walking around with mental illnesses and they're just unaware, or persons are unaware of what exactly mental illnesses can cause, can do to someone. So I think it's very important to educate persons in that regard, in all regards actually. Seeing that you want to make a change in St. Lucia, I think that is the best way to do it. I was speaking to someone recently actually, and we were talking and we were saying that it's good to have people tell their stories, because that's the only way we truly understand what is going on and how it affects them. Because when we are not affected by something, where our family members are not affected by something, we tend to not really understand the direness to it. So it's really important to share those stories. So Untold Stories is such a beautiful program, seeing that people are getting educated. And that's what we want to do, educate our St. Lucians, right? Now, I want to know, when is Untold Stories being played?
Season 12 has actually been in the making for 2 years.
Wow.
We have taken a lot of time to put these programs together. I mean, stories like Police Mute Monjimi, we've been working on for 3.5 years. The Impacts Report, Justice by Any Means Necessary, it's called. We've been working on that for 2.5 years. The documentary called At Her Majesty's Pleasure, that we've been at for the last year and we're not complete. But this season is going to be absolutely awesome, and it's going to debut on DBS television February the 7th at 8 p.m. There's a repeat on Thursday at 11 a.m. on Friday at 10:30 p.m. for the people who are out late, they miss it, they get home, turn on the television. Before they go to sleep, they can enjoy Untold Stories. And what I call my sweet spot, my grace hour, my beautiful hour is Sunday night at 7 o'clock. That's the time to put your feet up, chill, watch Untold Stories. If at all you miss it at all on DBS, you can still catch it online on our YouTube channel, on our Facebook page, on DBS's Facebook page. You can get the program. Don't forget to like, share, and of course leave a comment. But more than anything else, it's nice coming back to DBS, and also if you get a moment on that live while we're streaming at 8 o'clock, leave a comment, tell us what you think.
Yeah, that is truly important. You know, we like to hear your feedback, guys. We like to hear when you leave us a little review about how we did and what you thought about the programs. Because, you know, our viewers, we listen to you. You are part of the DBS family as well. So I want to say thank you, Dale, for joining me here today. And I want you to do, just before you leave, tell people your socials, just in case they're interested in knowing a little bit more about Untold Stories. Maybe they want to ask a question that I have yet to ask, or maybe they just want to leave the review to you personally. Just do that for me, please.
So you can reach us on Untold Stories St. Lucia, on Facebook, on Instagram as well. Our YouTube channel is Untold Stories St. Lucia, or any topic that fancies you to think we've done on the Untold Stories brand. You could just type in Untold Stories Mental Illness, or Untold Stories Drag Racing, Untold Stories The Impacts Report. Anything that comes to your mind, just type Untold Stories and the word, and or just type in Untold Stories St. Lucia, and all our programs are there. Don't forget, like and subscribe.
All right, and with that, I want to say thank you, Dale, for joining me here today. And guys, we'll see you in just a little bit.
Hey, good morning, St. Lucia. So today, we have too much celebrities in the house. So right now we have Maureen saturated. Maureen, not the boxing match we have there. You know what, St. Lucia? It's like they know what I have in my mind already, so since she come ready for box, then we're going to give her a boxing routine this morning. Simple. So, home, if you have your spoons, your fork, your screwdriver, your bananas, whatever, your apples. I know Monkey have his 2 bottles of Campari in his hand. Whatever you have, we're going to use it to help get our sexiness on. So the first exercise, we're going to hit 20. Always maintain a slight bend in your knees. So we're going to punch 1, 2, then squat 1, 2. We go for 20. Up and down is 1. Let's go, ladies. Go. Down. 1. Free. Let's go. 1, 2. Squat. 1, 2. 4. 1, 2. Down. 5. 6. 7. 8. Punch. 9.
Oh boy, sorry.
10. Go. 11. 12. 13. Take a time. 14. Punch. 16. 17. That's it. 18. 19. 20. Nice. That's a nice stretch. All right. We're going straight into it. Second exercise, we're going to go front and sideways. So we're going to go up and side. So you're going to slightly space your legs out, body weight, hands on your thighs. So you're going to go front raise. Do not pass your head or your shoulders. Shoulder length, up, down, and side. We're going for 20. Let's go. Slide bend, go. And side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, nice. 7, make sure you second your core. 8, beautiful. 9, 10 more, let's go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. How we feeling there? All right. So we're going to go into a shoulder press. Slide bend your knees, chest out, core in again. Don't feel that in your back. When you bring your arms down, make sure you feel that in your back. You're going to press up. Let's get it popping. 3, 2, 1. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Repeat. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, let's go, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Again, you haven't seen that deceleration. I don't know what changed. Chill your face and you look same color as the dumbbell she holding it. Chill the dumbbells, your cousins there, man. You'll turn same color. Of course. All right, we're going to go and do some bicep curls. So keep your elbows locked to your side. All right. So Lucia, keeping your elbows locked to your side. And you come in between these two beautiful women. We're going to curl. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 more. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Say, feel the stretch. Yeah.
I'm feeling all in the back here tight. By the time I do this, I feel, oh, what's there?
You feeling tight? I'm doing
I
that.
can't even stretch, so
You're
if
good.
I do that, I stick in.
So all your legs feeling tight, you're feeling good, and I'm feeling awesome because I'm between two lovely ladies. And before you're sweating for me, I must be doing something right. All right. So we're going to bend forward. But share me. Anyway, that's what different show. We're going to row. Close on your feet. Then we're going to row. 3, 2, 1. Let's go, St. Lucia. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that's simple, easy exercises you can be done at home.
Clearly effective.
Very effective.
Ooh, Lord.
Yes, and just 6 minutes, 7 minutes, 8 minutes of your time. That's no time to get your body right. You can get it done. All right, so we're going to go into the hammer curls, but we're going to do it from the side, right? Hold it to your side. I'm going to hammer from the side. Now that one, you're going to feel a pinch in the muscles because that one, whoa. All right? Let's go. Ready, Mo? Let's go. 1, 2, turn it. 3, no, in a hammer form. 4, that's it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Raise the weights down. And last but not least, if you think these exercises were hard, this is the hardest, easiest one of them all. Spirit fingers. They never beat you? When you they never beat you when you're small and they give you pleke? Don't do that. But they never beat you like that, give you pleke? Right. So you're going to close your fingers and you're going to pleke out. Like that. Going to start. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, side. 1, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, front. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Even that you're feeling.
Yep, you can actually see it. Watch, you see it? If you execute that effectively, I just raising all the pythons. No, I'm not giving no blood. No needle not going inside my body.
I wanted to give you a Zandoli.
I have enough Zandolis already. So St. Lucia, that was just 6-7 minutes explosive exercise. Wake up in the morning, remember the first thing to do when you wake up, give thanks and praise to the Most High, whoever you serve, for giving you that present. Secondly, try to defecate. Thirdly, work out. Fourthly, enjoy your day, make somebody smile. Good morning.
Alright, everybody, that wraps up today's show. So I hope you enjoyed it. And just a little friendly reminder, ensure you stay tuned to DBS at 8 p.m. tonight for the first episode of season 12 of Untold Stories. And with that being said, I hope you have an amazing day. Go out again. The week has just begun, so ensure you put your right foot forward. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow bright and early. Bye.